So good evening, everyone. Please allow me, Nagam Amin, to welcome you all to the fourth annual English Language Conference 2026, jointly organized by the Queen Rania Teacher Academy and Georgia State University. This year's conference theme, Inclusive English Teaching in a Changing World, reflects our shared commitment to creating learning environments where every student feels seen, valued, and empowered to succeed. Over the course of this conference, educators, researchers, and practitioners from around the world are coming together to exchange ideas, share experiences, and explore innovative approaches to English language teaching in today's rapidly evolving educational landscape. At QRTA, the mission has always centered on empowering educators and improving the quality of teaching and learning through professional development, collaboration, and innovation. Together with GSU, this partnership continues to build bridges between global expertise and local educational impact, making this conference an important platform for meaningful dialogue and professional growth. Before we begin, I would like to encourage everyone to actively participate in today's session. As you listen to the presentation, please feel free to prepare your questions and share them in the chat box throughout the session. We will have a question and answer segment at the end where the speaker will address as many of your questions and comments as possible. So it's now my pleasure to introduce our speaker, Ms. Rawan Karameh. Ms. Rawan is a CELTA certified MYP English Language and Literature teacher and teacher trainer at Cambridge High School, Amman, Jordan, with over 10 years of international experience. She specializes in IB learning, teacher development, and integrating AI to enhance inquiry, creativity, engagement, and ATL skills. She is passionate about education. She develops teachers through impactful workshops and empowers future-ready learners. Today, Ms. Rawan will be speaking with us about AI-enhanced English teaching for Arabic-speaking learners, practical strategies for modern classrooms. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Ms. Rawan Karameh. The floor is yours, Ms. Rawan. Your mic is muted.
Can you
Yes.
see me right now? Can you see
Yeah.
my
Can
PowerPoint
see
again?
you and hear you. Please.
All right, thank you very much. Let's start our session. All right. Welcome to today's workshop, AI Enhanced English Teaching for Arabic-speaking learners. I always ask myself, if we could describe AI in education in one word, what would it be? And keep in mind that question because at the end of our session, we're going to answer it. In today's session, hopefully, we are going to actually talk about how we can integrate and use AI initially and meaningfully inside any classroom, not only English classroom. Also, we are going to design clear and effective AI prompts that help us in engaging communication and critical thinking for students and making students reflect on their work. So AI, it's not going to be the main resource in our session. It's going to be actually the helper. If we take a look over here at the picture, I do mainly believe most of you have seen this one maybe on iPhones when we want to ask Siri to help us for something, right? Now it's me or it's my time to ask Siri to help me in reading the following statement.
Not a shortcut. It's a learning partner that strengthens skills, thinking, research, reflection when used with clear routines.
So as we can see, have you heard what Siri just said? It said like AI is not a shortcut, it's a learning partner. And that's what we need to understand. All right. Most of the teachers feel afraid that AI is going to be entirely depends on. Well, I'm going to just disagree with you because students still need to think critically, organize ideas, communicate clearly, revise their work, and reflect on their learning. And by the way, if you're asking about from where I did get the sound, you can find over here an app, or actually it's a website called 11 Labs. It's for free, all right, where you can integrate any text you want into an audio or a video using AI. And that might help the teacher or assistant to make the lesson more actually interesting. Okay, and what I want to add over here, thinking process actually remain central. All right. For me, technology supports thinking, by the way, it's not replace thinking. And this is exactly why international classroom routines are extremely effective. All right. If we're just going to take a look, sorry, at the previous slide, why AI has an impact for learning, not only in English, let's say, and why these sessions are important, especially when we're talking about integrating AI, because we have something called it excellence in action. In modern classroom, we want learning to become visible, which means we want students to explain thinking, revise work, and reflect on decisions. Technology builds agency, which means when routines are clear, technology can increase independency, confidence, and student ownership. AI supports skills, not replace thinking, and that's the main core for me. AI strengthens communication, creativity, research, reflection skills, rather than replace them. So throughout this workshop, the focus remains on pedagogies and pedagogias first and technology seconds. In another word, we call them the strategies that we're using them inside the classroom. But how we can do that? It's so easy. Actually, I love using AI a lot during writing. And we all know that writing, it's a difficult skill for the teacher to correct and for the students to find information in. That is why we need to start with something before the student, which is how can we use AI effectively as a teacher? For me, the prompt is a clear instruction we give to AI. However, we can't just ask AI to write a paragraph because this is going to be made too broad or vague or unclear. Instead, the instruction's supposed to be clear. And I'm going to ask you, actually, I'm just going to stop over here, and I'm going to ask you to write for me a clear prompt. I'm going to share my Padlet with you, and I need you to write a prompt for me. Any prompt you have used during your lessons, any prompt. I'm so sure that we all use AI. I'm a teacher and I do use AI. It's a helpful tool for me, but I'm not depending on it. You can go to the chat box and you are going to find a link for the Padlet. I want you to write prompts, please, if you may. Okay, I can't see anyone that they were sharing. Okay, that's so good. Some people are still writing, so I'm just going to stop sharing over here and I'm going to share my Padlet so you can see what are you doing or you're working with.
Hi, Rawan. Can you hear me? Rawan, you are muted. We don't hear you. Anybody can hear me? This is Juman
Oh,
speak.
any prompt. Yeah,
Yes,
Juman,
Rawan, we can hear you now. Yes.
yeah, any prompt you have used, okay? Just write it down, please. Okay, gives me ideas for generate a critical thinking question on the text. All right. For a clear instructions, by the way, about a prompt, the prompt, do you know tacos? You eat tacos? I do love tacos. I always, when I want to write prompt, I think of the tacos, by the way. The task, the audience, the output, and the context. All right? So what do I want the AI to do for me? I want him to create, generate, write, grade level or learner types for grade 6 students in English language and literature, a writing task so they could know the introduction, body and stuff, and so on. So what makes a strong prompt is following these 4, let's say, layouts. Cool. Remember them by connecting them to tacos. So I only can see over here that write a structured paragraph with 1 topic, sentence, and 4 supporting ideas about the advantage of AI used in English language, whatever, for which grade level. Do you want it for grade 2, grade 1, grade 6 students? So over here, he's going to give you maybe a C1 level. So we need to be careful whenever we're writing a prompt to follow the taco. By the way, let's say tacos layout. All right. Can you see what's in front of you over here? We're going to use that a lot right now. This one, actually, I use it a lot with my students. I'm sorry to move from one step to another, but that was supposed to be given at the beginning, to put timer for each task. And since we're going to use Padlets a lot, I'm going to put timers in front of you for 30 seconds, 20 seconds. You can use that inside of your classroom. It's a really nice app. We call it Classroom Screen, right? And because I don't have that much time, however, I'm just going to talk about it quickly, where you can actually use different backgrounds, whether they are animated or for example, about a subject. You can, for example, ask a question at the end of the lesson where you could measure the knowledge of the students. You could talk to them with samples, like working sample. You want the students to work in a silent mood, or you want them to work, ask a neighbor, or you want them to work in groups. We're going to use that while we're working now on the workshop. So every while and then you're just gonna take a look at my classroom screen, because I do believe that's a nice, by the way, app. You can use it. If you want, maybe we can explain about it later, but whatever. All right. Now, as I told you earlier, I like to use AI in assessing me as drafting. So what do? I give the students 2 things. The task, write a narrative writing or write a persuasive essay with a rubric. I always give the rubric to the students. Like, I want you, for example, to include an introduction. The introduction must be starting with 1, 2, 3. That's why I provide the students with a starter frame to avoid some students from misunderstanding what I want. And that's considered a differentiation. And I'm going to ask them, by the way, to open ChatGPT, Gemini, whatever AI tool they're using for only brainstorming and structuring ideas. And I'm going to ask them to include highlighters, since the students, they like to highlight ideas. Later on, I'm going to tell you why I like that. And this mainly focuses on communication and self-management. Communication, because they're going either to work in pairs, where they're going to help each other in brainstorm ideas, and self-management, where they are going to have the academic honesty in telling me where did they highlight the changes, and they're going to tell me, by the way, why later on. So what I'm going to ask them is the following. As you can see, this is the task. I show it this way to the students. Write an opening paragraph, 8 to 10 sentences, answering the question, should technology be used more inside the classroom? All right? And I put an AI agreement between me and the students that AI is only for brainstorming and organizing ideas. You need to write your own paragraph, improve it, and you need to extend the changes. This is the frame that I give to my students. All right? They can change it from I believe to I think, for example. If you notice over here, that technology should be used more in the classroom because The because blank over here is the idea they brought from the AI. However, they're not going to copy paste it. They're going to paraphrase it because that's what I asked them to do. You need to explain your changes. They're going to highlight it. They're going to copy paste it from the ChatGPT, and then they're going to rewrite it again using their own words, paraphrasing. So I'm building synonyms over here. I'm making them a risk taker and a self-management at the same time. One important reason is they complete. The is over here is the idea they're going to take from the AI after brainstorming their ideas. All right? Well, sometimes I don't use paper, and let me tell you, I don't use paper and pencil in that situation, but I'm using this AI tool. Let me tell you, where is it? Napkin AI, where is it? Yeah. Okay, here is it. All right. As you can see over here, I'm just going to show you my, okay, all right, technology. That was the topic, and I'm going to show you one of my students' work. Here are the information they got from the AI, all right? 3 ideas for an opening paragraph about using technology in the classroom. What did they do? They did the following. They go to Napkin AI, they press on the text over here, and then it's paraphrased in a way or another using a mind mapping tool where actually they could use it in their writing. So they didn't copy paste anything from ChatGPT. They paraphrase it in another AI tool, which will help them also in developing their vocabulary. So Napkin AI could be helpful not only in writing, but also in studying. If they're facing difficulties in studying biology maybe, or chemistry or whatever, history, they could just write the paragraph over here, upload it, and it could be changed to be a mind mapping. Over here, that's one of my students' work where they just copy paste the work from ChatGPT, and then they just press again on the text, and it was paraphrased again with another words, and they use these words from Napkin AI into their writing. Okay, so that could be so helpful for you too, guys. Okay, let's complete. All right. If I want my students, since we said that my students are grade 6 students, let's say, and they don't know how to use prompts, I could help students in using prompts. I could write 2 prompts in front of them in the board or show them a PPT, and they could pick one of them, and the results, voila, it's in front of them. I always remind students that you must use your ideas. We don't copy sentences. And I always put in front of them, as you can see, Napkin AI for helping them into paraphrase ideas. And we can also consider that as a differentiation, by the way, methods or differentiation strategies inside the classroom where everyone is going to write, okay? I always also remind my students that they need to use the starter frame and they need to use their own words. And this is really, really important. Okay. I love, and that's all. Do you have any question on the first part? Comments?
Miss
please.
Rawan, there's a question from Selma.
Yeah.
She's asking, I didn't get the purpose of using another AI tool to paraphrase. Maybe
Again?
she needs to know the
Shouldn't
purpose
they?
of this.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Shouldn't they be paraphrasing it themselves?
Yes, but however, I do have some weak students, right, inside the classroom that they are suffering from using English inside the classroom. So you're helping them, all right, of not losing the hope of using English inside my classroom. I'm not going to let them feel that you are not worth it. So I'm helping, maybe we can use Napkin AI with, let's say, students who need a little bit of a help inside the classroom. All right, I'm not
Does
going to use
this?
it with the whole classroom. You could use maybe you could use it with weak students, let's say, or students
Okay,
that they
thank you.
need help Exactly.
Does
Anyway,
does this mean that Napkin AI provides only the synonyms or the
these
structure,
synonyms.
not
Yeah.
not the whole paraphrase?
No,
مش
no, no.
هيك؟
It's not. Yeah, it's not the whole paragraphs. It's a synonym for the main topics. So
Great.
it's a way for building vocabulary, by the way.
Yeah, fair enough. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Another tool actually that I like to use, it's a Notebook LM. It's one of the most amazing AI tool that I like to use since it's a helpful tool, by the way, for the teachers and the students. I just create, it's not me actually. I uploaded the information for Notebook LM and created that video, by the way, using actually creative pictures, mind mapping, and simple words that students or teachers like us will never forget. I'm just going to play a short part of the video and then I'm going to go to Notebook LM to help you in maybe some kind of other tasks, right? Let's go.
Hey there, and welcome. So, have you ever felt like you're just not quite getting the most out of AI? Well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to unlock a skill that'll take you from just asking simple questions to being a powerful creator. Let's dive right in. You know the feeling, right? We've all been there.
See, it's not even shown as an AI. When I produce it inside the classroom, students said like, "Wow, is that even AI?" Because the sound doesn't seem like that. Anyways, that's also another work. My students actually created it. However, we did some enhancement on it. You know, Michael Jackson, he's a kind of a singer, and they watched the movie, and I asked them to write an opinion essay about uh, the movie they have watched. All right. So actually, they uploaded videos over here, as you can see, and then they made a debate. Look, by the way, what can you see over here? It's a summary for the two YouTube videos, a title, all right? Also, they can use it during their writing, and they're going to paraphrase it using their own words, as you can see. And after that, they're going to hear to a debate about a topic I asked them to convince me with, since they're watching a video about a person who was abused maybe by some kind of a family issues, and do you believe that abusing will lead to someone to become famous? So that was the debatable questions. As you can see over here, I'm just going to play it. Look, is it clear, the sound? Okay. Can you hear the sound? I can send it to you and you can just listen to it by your own self. Okay, just check. Maybe you can, by the way, listen to it. Okay, yeah, yeah, you can create an exit ticket, by the way. That's true. And I do, actually, they created a flashcards based on the two resources where they can exactly who questions and then answers. And they played it as a role playing to make sure everyone understands the main idea or the main topic behind the movie. So it's like at the end of the lesson, I made sure that everyone understands the main ideas that I want them to know. So, and actually, whenever someone answers, you could put either a tick or an X, and you can divide them into two teams, and it would be a nice activity also through using AI. As I told you, AI will not replace the teachers, but they're going to help them in making the classroom more engaging. Well, that's my favorite part since I like visuals and I like pictures. Whatever you see in front of you was created and made for students inside the classroom for them to enjoy their time. Since, for example, you were teaching something about story or a math about, for example, division, or in Arabic, عناصر القصة, or in English, for example, we're teaching them, for example, narrative writing. I would like to create a newspaper for the students. So I used visual storytelling inside the classroom. I used ChatGPT image generator. All right. I do have differentiated learning. As you can see in front of you, we do have more than one activity that I can divide among students. And I use that mainly either for prayer knowledge or for the reflection at the end. All right. You can use it for pair works or you can use it for group work. Let me show you how we can do that. All right. You have more than a prompt in front of you. You can take pictures. All right. So you can use them inside the classroom. You can change them according to the topic that you want. I do love to make comics and I do love to create pictures because I do believe students, they like to become creative, and over here I'm making them more communicators and more actually, as I said earlier, self management, which is we're looking for in the IB sectors, right? So if I want them to write a short story, all right, and I'm building their narrative skills and I'm building their visual literacy, I'm going to ask them, for example, this is the prompt that I asked ChatGPT to make for you. Create a 3-panel comic of a girl discovering a magical book in an attic, all right? And I'll show you what pictures we will get at the end. If I'm teaching them language, reading comprehension, or a writing practice, all right? For example, the idioms, it's raining cats and dogs. I'm a couch potato person, all right? And I'm just gonna draw pictures to teaching them that idioms. How? Yeah. 4-panel comic explaining the English idiom, it's raining cats and dogs, and it's working, okay? It's so interesting, it's so nice, and let me tell you something, kids love activities like that. Do it for them. Another prompt for social emotional learning, if I want to teach, for example, values inside the classroom, because I have noticed something's going on that's not okay. A student named Leo sits alone during recess. Other kids invite him to join. And by the way, you're just going to use ChatGPT image generated, and this is already there on ChatGPT. I'm going to show it to you. That's the result I've got. Okay. I asked ChatGPT to create a 4-panel about a girl that she goes to an island and she finds a magical animal. And over here, they wrote stories, and that's it. Now it's your turn. I'm going to send you another Padlet. I want you to write the following task. What's underlined, you need to change it according to your subject. So create a picture for an activity that looks like a newspaper, summarizing multiplication, math, grade 6, make the newspaper suit the lessons, and looks like the real newspaper. Add maze time, word search, multiplications, mathematical issues, and stuff. I'm just going to share my Padlet with you so you can share whatever you are going to use. Okay. Take a screenshot, please, for the task. And here is the Padlet. I need to see pictures, all right? Did you take a screenshot for the task? Or shall I put it in front of you again? All right. Do it. You have exactly 1 minute. Fair enough, right? Shall I put a timer in front of you? Right. Come on, guys. Practice. Practice makes perfect. I need to know whether you understand or not. Let's go.
Could you please keep the prompt you were sharing earlier?
Sure, why not? Sure. Shall I copy paste it over here for you?
Would be better, thank you.
Yeah, it would be easier, right? Here we go. Here is the prompt. Copy paste it and just change the thing you want according to your subject, which is underlined. We're going to make your life easier.
You can conclude, Ms. Rawan.
Yeah, all right. Thank you. All right. Guys, you can work while I'm just explaining. As you can see, that was the outcome or the result I had for my students. They enjoyed it. By the way, it's written grade 6 English, the date that was created, 25th of May, 2025, for example, the story time. They do have the word search over here inside the story that I asked them to do, editor opinion, the maze time, the crosswords, comic, draw the story, where they can draw and show the important events from the story, right? So all in all, it's useful. Use it. All right. By the way, these are the prompts that you can use to make an image generator, like the story time, or like the magazine, or like a newspaper that you have. I'm going to share the picture with you on the chat box, so you can use it. You can change the topics according to the material that you're teaching. All right. By the way,
Great resources you shared, Ms. Rawan, during this session. I am confident that all audience will be benefit from these resources. Thank you.
thank you. All right, guys. All right, guys. Okay, I'm not in the class. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. All right. As you can see, there is a picture in front of you. Now, I do love always to ask my students about interactive questions, like what can you see in the picture in front of you? How many birds? What comes to your mind when you see this picture? I like to use these two tools, Mentimeter and Nearpod. I'm just going to go with you to the Mentimeter, take a deep look at the picture, memorize it very well. You have exactly 20 seconds. Your time starting now. 20, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 20, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to cheat because I don't have that much time. All right. And I will be sharing my screen. Okay. Can you see the QR code in front of you? Or you can go to Mentimeter. Okay, and you can enter the mentimeter.com and you can enter the code, or you can scan the QR code. Looking at the picture, what do you notice? Fill up with the words, whatever you have noticed. You can say, I've noticed building, trees, hearts, yellow colors, whatever. You need to do the tasks. Scan you the QR code so I can see that. Yeah, birds. Thank you. Oh, I do have one participant over here. View results. So this is going to be good for the teacher. Another answer for birds. So these are the responses that I can see as a teacher. And the students are going, by the way, to answer. So go and answer. Yeah, injection. Okay, see, that's so good. All right. Buildings, I like that. Over here as a teacher, I'll be following up with my students. I know that I do have 35 students, only 6 of them answered. Come on, answer. Let's go. See? So over here also you can export the data to Excel, which is going to be very helpful when parents come to visit at the parents meeting and they would ask for their kids. You would tell her, your kid doesn't participate that much, no reflection, no exit tickets, and so on. All right, so I'm just going to show you one of my students, maybe response, and how do we work with them. All right. Creativity in a word. Yeah, for example, no, not that one. Wait, that one is a new one. Over here, maybe. Let's see. I do have a lot I can share with you. All right. Ah, yeah, that one. See, you have 20 participants. Over here, I can check their answers. 13 students answered exchange, 9 answered talking, connecting with others. When I ask them, by the way, what is the meaning of communication? I do have 152 answers. Maybe some students, they answered more than one. I don't mind. Okay, the participation was 100% and they don't have any question or answers.
Excellent, Ms. Rawan. Thank you so much for all
Any
these
questions or any
resources.
comment? That's it for today's session.
Yeah, some of them are asking if you can
Yeah.
send the resources or reshare the resources,
Sure, I'm
maybe
gonna
the
share.
PowerPoint.
Guys, there's my phone number and here's my email. If you'd like any question or any comment about anything, you could contact me over here. And sure, I'm gonna share the all the links if they would like right now. I don't mind. I don't mind actually. They want them
Excellent.
right now. Guys, do you want the classroom screen? I can share classroom screen with you. By the way, classroom screen is not only about what you have seen. You can see positive behavior jar in front of you. So if any group did a good job, you just can put this. Forget about the llama over here. It's very nice. It's my friend. Okay,
Excellent.
I love it. Okay,
Excellent. Thank
yeah,
you. Thank
and
you,
you
Ms.
can
Rawan. Thank you. It
exit
was an
ticket.
insightful and engaging session.
Yeah, this is the
Actually,
exit ticket. For example, what was the most important thing? Ask a neighbor. And how could you use that in your daily life, what you learned? And did you understand today's session? Have a nice afternoon, the timing. They could answer. So that was all. Please, if you have any question or comment, here is my email, here's my phone
okay,
number.
waiting your questions. Yeah, please, here on
Yeah.
question and answers, maybe you can ask some questions.
Yeah.
Ms. Rawan, it was really insightful and engaging session. Actually, your perspectives on AI enhanced English teaching for Arabic speaking has given us much more to reflect on as we continue working toward more inclusive and effective English language teaching practices. So let's move to question and answer session. And maybe we have few minutes to answer
we
few
do have.
questions. If you would like, please post your comments or questions, and let's see what can we answer out of these questions.
I will send the PPT. If you want the PPT, just send me an email and I'll send it to you through email. It's much better.
Okay, all the comments say it's a great session. Thank
May I?
you. They wanted to have more sessions about this.
Yes, if you would like, I
Uh,
can give you more sessions about that. Here's my email and here's my phone number. So sure, and I'll be in details, giving
Thank
you
you so
every
much.
single thing. You're
Excellent.
welcome.
So I would also like to thank our audience for
Yeah,
your
they
active
are. Thank you.
participation and thoughtful
Thank you.
engagement throughout the session. We hope today's discussion inspires new ideas, meaningful conversations, and continued collaboration among educators and professionals in our field. And on behalf of the Queen Rania Teacher Academy and Georgia State University, thank you for being part of the fourth annual English Language Conference 2026. We look forward to seeing you in the next conferences, and we wish you a productive and inspiring conference experience. Thank you, everyone.
They were asking if there's an AI tool for research paper. Yes, there is an AI. Actually, there are a lot of AI tools for research paper that they would help you, but not right for you. So you need to be careful because we do have some AI tools that may know whether you're copy paste from AI. And I already just sent you my email if you'd like directly to send any question, any comment, or anything. Enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Nagam.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Rawan.
you.
Thank you.
Appreciated, actually. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, and bye-bye.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for attending the session. Thank you so much. I'm going to stop sharing. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed it. يعطيكم العافية. A link, I do believe, I don't know, actually, there is a certificate for the attendees, okay? There is a certificate for the attendees, so don't worry. You will receive everything. You will receive a certificate for every session you attended, I do believe. All right? Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the day. ومع السلامة. خلصني بقى.